Hello and welcome to the darkness, aka another vlog with me, nice and backlit. You know what I'm saying? We're going for the intentional dark vibes. We're not professionals. We talk about this every vlog, but we are here vlogging all the things. We're going to be chatting things. I'm going to be unboxing a pretty significantly sized order from Vampire Freaks, and who knows what else we're getting into. Let's find out. First of all, this is the reality of my bed. I do not make it every day, but this is the reality of my cat. Is she not the sweetest little thing there ever was? I love you. It's bedtime, right? You know what? It's making me realize, like, I've been thinking a lot about bats lately. Is that weird? And I think it's the coolest thing that, I think this is right. Is this right? That bats are the only mammal that fly? I think that's right. I don't know. I love bats and I love cats, but I think it's possible cats might be nocturnal. Okay, like they sleep all day. And then it's like almost 12 and I'm getting like a claw on my face. Like, Mom, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, I think they might be, yeah, a little bat-like. Let's sit on my bed that is not yet made. Oh, excuse me with the stretch, ma'am. I wanted to just do, we're not going to spend a lot of time, but I wanted to do a quick chat. So I did do, what the frick is this? This is what I'm talking about. What is this? You straight hair people don't have to deal with that. You know what I mean? Like, I know there's like curly hair envy out there, but man, all it takes is like one strand. And I'm like, what the heck? Also, I haven't really worn this ghost face sweatshirt. It is just like, it's perfectly sized where there's like room and I don't have to be self-conscious or anything. And it's really soft and comfy, like love it. But anyway, I did do a week in my life and I think maybe another vlog also showed like a little bit of working, and maybe we'll have some clips while I yap away so you're not staring at this the whole time. But I thought I'd do a quick little chat on like what it's like working from home, because I have been working from home for 7 months, I think, going on 8. It is my first ever work from home job. It has been a dream of mine to work from home for a very long time. My ultimate dream is to work from home and work for myself. She's a little tricky in the old US of A. I mean, it's not impossible. Nothing is impossible. And I believe in dreams and I believe they can be made a reality. I'm just more thinking about, like, we have to always think about, you know, healthcare. How much does that cost? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we manifested the dream. I honestly, it felt like an unreachable thing. I remember watching people's videos about working from home and feeling so much envy. And I know, like, grass is greener on the other side kind of thing. I know nothing is perfect and things come with challenges. And I think I'll probably do like an update maybe a year or so later, because every job is different. Every, you know, what it requires is different, and every person and how they work with that is different. So this is obviously me, the job that I'm in my perspective. But so keep in mind that this job currently is like a very heavy workload. So there's a good bit of stress related to that, partly because it's a job where there are a lot of things. This is just me venting. It's a job where there are a lot of things that like have to be left unfinished and just sitting there, and that's really hard for me. I like to complete things. It feels more accomplished, and they will be complete, just not right now. And it's a lot of like lingering stuff. And I don't love that, because I like to do that, and I like to help people, and I hate leaving people like lingering. So, you know, forgetting all of that, I wouldn't change it for going into a job for a second. Like, I just wouldn't. I've had a lot of emotional breakdowns. This week in particular has been really, really hard. I've done so much overtime, and have gotten to a point, I talked about this in the Discord group, that like overtime is nice as far as like you get a little bit of extra income, and I will be spending that coin. Okay. We might actually be able to do something significant with the dungeon room. I think we'll do a video on that, because I definitely have some things to show you. But we might be able to actually might be able to actually do something. Like that overtime was not bleeping around, okay? But it also really impacts my mental health. And I've always been of the perspective that like, what is the point in extra money? Now, I'm not doing it for the extra money. I'm telling myself, well, at least there's that, at least with like all of the stress and all of the things that I'm trying to get done, at least I get that. You know what I mean? Like, so that's nice, but it's been so much, and it's just my vantage point that what is the point if you're doing so much of that you're not living your life? And I think I hit a point of just, we're just not doing it. We're just not doing it unless I'm asked to do it. Because like, yeah, the weekend comes, it is a Saturday. Like literally I put in 21 hours of overtime last month. Or I guess technically this month, but it's a lot. It's a lot. And I can't do it anymore. And I feel like, and maybe this is the case in a job like going in, that it's just a lot easier to do that because you're already at home. And for people who are very ADHD, it just like, for me, I get really sucked into what it is I'm doing. I get a hyper focus on things because I want to learn. I like learning. I like understanding things thoroughly, and being able to give like qualified answers, accurate, things to people. So I guess none of that really relates to working from home. One of the things that I will say, like I said, I wouldn't change it in a heartbeat. Like having to travel somewhere, having to be around people. Like if you are a neurodivergent person, and this isn't everybody, but like that battery, she be dropping hard fast because it's a lot of like almost required masking a lot of the time. I don't feel that in this job, even when I do have to go in, because my job is hybrid. So it's mostly work from home, very little going in, but I enjoy the people. So that helps. But I think going in, it's so exhausting. It's so much time to travel, to get up earlier, to travel, to prep yourself. Like I don't have to put on makeup if I don't want to. Now, I didn't have to do that in the first place, but if I'm going to be around people, I generally like to be a little bit presentable and be taken a little bit seriously. Not that you can't be taken seriously without makeup. It's just all in how you feel in your own body. And it's so much. It's so much from the travel. It's so much from like prepping, meal prepping. Like you have to really, really meal prep to eat well, and not be like going out and buying food somewhere or something on your lunch break. And working from home, like I could just walk down the stairs and go to my fridge and grab something and I can eat during the job and then take my break and take a break. It's kind of nice. I have not been good at that. I'm getting better at it. I'm setting some pretty hard lines, but that is like, I wouldn't change any of that. And when there are really hard moments, and there have been really hard moments, I think about that. I remind myself of that I do not have to do that anymore. One of the downsides that comes with working from home is, for me, this is obviously my perspective, is it's so hard for me to, and I've heard other people say this, to detach. Like, because when I work from home, I mostly work in my studio, but I sometimes like get, I don't know if you're ADHD as well, but it seems to be common for those of us, like when you're reading a book and it's like, okay, I feel like I'm about to fall asleep even though I like this story. Or I just like, I need to change up rooms. So like you're reading in your bed, let's go to the couch. Like sometimes I do that, and where the next day I'm like, I'm going to work downstairs or something like that. So the work is kind of like associated with everywhere in my house in a way. And it's hard to have that separation. So it's been really, really difficult for me to sort of, okay, 5 o'clock, which is my current end time, hits, close the laptop, close the mind off from that stuff. I haven't been able to do it. It's been really, really hard to separate that, to like getting into the weekend. It's one thing that I like. There's so many things I love about YouTube, but it's one of the things that I love is like, it forces me to just like, when you focus on something, you can't focus on something else. So YouTube and recording and talking to you all gives me that. But I mean, that has been probably the most difficult thing, is that like, it's hard to have that separation between work and life. And for me, it's a lot easier to go, let me finish one more thing. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me finish one more. Oh, wait, there's another thing in my inbox. Let me finish one more thing. Or even also, I mean, I have a work phone and, and a laptop, but the work phone is like, it's very exposed, it's like, there's a new message, you see it. It's like any other phone, it lights up. So when I'm in my house and it's like not work time, there's been times, and I've gotten better, where I like look at it and I'm like, let me just check that email, that sort of thing. So I guess I just wanted to share it just for anybody that's curious, because I was really curious, and everybody's experience is going to be different, but it does come with downsides and it does depend on the job. But that's been like my experience so far. I'm kind of curious where we land in a year. My goal in like, a year from now, or maybe hitting a year. I don't know. I think there's a good bit more time, because there's a lot that needs to be worked out in the actual job. I would like to see more, getting that separation down where I can close the laptop and just be a person in life. The other thing, I thought I would have more free time. And in a way you do, because in my job I have a lot of flexibility, but like I've just been going through breaks and everything. Like I also thought it would be like super chill. Like, oh, you're working from home. Like, you really have to motivate yourself. No, I can't stop motivating myself. Like, that's the other thing, is just like the idea of like, oh, it's just so laid back and you're just like chilling in your house. I legitimately am so focused on the work and the monitors and the laptop that I forget I'm in my house. Like, how is that possible? I don't know, but I just do. And I know some of you watching are work from home or, hybrid and do a lot of work from home, and maybe you relate, let me know. But that's been the other downside. Again, like I want to put it out there, because nothing in life is perfect. Everything comes with, and I knew this, I knew leaving a job, that the job itself, but was not this way, but this situation was really, really toxic for me. I've talked enough about it, but I knew internally, even though I was deeply, let's be honest, deeply depressed, at the end of that, I knew no matter what I was going to jump into, even if it was something that was like so positive, and there were so many positives to this. I knew I was going to be working from home. I was getting a significant pay increase, like a lot of things. I was going to be doing a job that I was a little bit more excited to do and was more challenging, mentally. And I get to like freaking use my brain and think and learn. And I love doing that. I knew that it wouldn't be perfect, and I reminded myself of that. And I think that's helpful, because you don't go in thinking everything's going to be glorious. I didn't expect the situation that I am in, but that is what it is, and every job is different. But I thought I would share because, I was that person that was like, I really want to do that. Like, that's my dream. And who knows, maybe one day when YouTube, I'm manifesting that shite, okay? And it won't happen without you all, but one day I would like this to be full time and be able to talk to you all about that and share that perspective. So yeah, anyway, that is that. Meanwhile, we're just having a sleep here, but I think now let's go downstairs, because I have a significantly sized box from Vampire Freaks, which is my first ever order, and I'm excited. And I kind of forgot everything that I ordered, so let's find out. Okay, here's what we have. Did you feel the vibration? Okay, it's just a lot. Is this a bad idea? Let's see what we got. All right, just so you all aren't like shaking in your boots here. Okay, because I have you on a box of toilet paper. Do you know what I'm saying? Box of toilet paper. It's where you're at. It is where you're at, and I don't want this thing shaking the whole time. Okay, the angles. Look at it. Now, okay, I remember two things, and they're right on top. So I do remember there are definitely plushes. Is there a video on this channel without a plush? Anybody? Or like, let's count how many thumbnails have a plush in it. Should we avoid that on this one? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, you already know. But I think there's homeware in here. I don't remember if there's clothing. One thing that I really like about Vampire Freaks, and this is my first order from them, and I think this is also a fully clearance shop order. I almost want to like look at no, I kind of want to just not remember what I got. I don't think there's clothing, but what I like about Vampire Freaks is it is really just a collection of a whole bunch of other shops. So like Killstar's on there, Disturbia's not on there, but there's a lot of cool, Creepsville, like a lot of cool shops that Vampire Freaks exposed me to. So I'll try and name like what the shops are, and then of course Vampire Freaks have their own line, and I'm pretty sure I bought a number of things. What do we start with? I have 2 plushes. I'm so excited. Okay, you know what? Let's start with the one that is like, it speaks to the name of Vampire Freaks. I'm gonna give you the backside first. Okay. Can you get your ears to stand up, sir? So this one is a Vampire Freaks item, and it's going to need a little bit of finagling, but that just comes with like being shoved in a bag in a box. You know what I'm saying? Oh, good. Oh, okay. These are bendable. Okay. That's easier than I thought. We have us a vampire cat plush, a Dracula-esque plush. It is the cutest stinking thing. They have so many cat plushes. I have like the little keychain one. It's so cute. It's like a skeleton cat, and they have a lot of like their sort of staple plush is their skeleton cat, and it's a full-size one. They have a full-size one that's a purse. They have one that's more of a ghost one more black, one that's split. I've been like so torn on like, maybe that's why I should go for the split. I've been so torn on which one to get. They even did a Valentine's Day one. I'm not a Valentine's Day girl, but I love that they did like, it was like a light pink. I love that they did one for the theme, but it is a vampire cat plush, like it's got the cloak situation. We got the red underneath there. It's even got a vest. Look at that thing. I love the little skull right there. I think the teeth maybe should go that way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe downwards. I wonder if I could just like, I wouldn't pin it there, but, and then we got our ears. And then these here are the little bat wings. Oh, the tail is cute. Here's the tail. The little bat wings, they're kind of scrunched up. It actually has a wire in it, so it was easier to open up. How stinking cute. Excuse me, with the tags, sir. How stinking cute. Like, it merges my 2 favorite animals, cats and bats. I love it. Okay. Okay. Actually, I have one more that is kind of like a plush. But here is an actual plush. Oh my god, it is pretty big. Okay, I thought it was pretty big. I mean, only slightly bigger than the other one. I don't remember what it's called, but if you haven't noticed on the channel here, I have not just a plush collection, but I do love like a teddy bear. And we needed a darker one. And they had this like skeleton bear. And he just like looked, why do I always associate them with a dude? Just looked, where's on my sleeve? Like the perfect huggable size. I don't want to hug over here. Excuse me, sir, because my mic's there. But the face is like a little flat, but I mean, he is dead. So look at him. Look at the little skeleton here. So this is also a Vampire Freaks item. We've got his little arm. Yeah, he just looked like really like plush and huggable. Like, I don't know about you, but he's a little bit stiff, but maybe that's good for like over time. I don't know about you, but like if I'm going to hug a plush, and if you recall in the week in my life, which I've shown it before, but the purple like Frankenstein bear plush that I got from Target for like $10, I've literally been sleeping with it every night, like literally falling asleep with it in my arms, because it's like the perfect huggableness, and I feel like this one is that too. So how cute. And just for like a little perspective, it's not that much bigger, but it is bigger. Okay, I'm gonna put you here and you here so you guys don't see it, but they are watching me. All right, what else is in here? I think we have freebies. All right, next up, where did I get those? Killstar. I blame Killstar. So I have those, they're over there. The little like goat plush slippers. And I wasn't sure if I was a slippers person because like I don't love my feet being too warm. But I like them. I like them. I have learned one thing, okay? Or I forgot it and I relearned it. When you are wearing slippers and they're just like the classic like cushiony situation, just keep to the same slippers. So whichever one you put on your left foot, always use that one, because you know, like it flattens out, and then when you accidentally swap them and then you put your feet in, you feel a little off balance when you're walking. Do you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, I got me some slippers. These are definitely gonna need some squishing out. Like, here's what they look like. Come on now. They're skeleton cat. They just have a whole skeleton cat vibe and like essentially a whole line. So here's what it looks like. A vampire skeleton cat, to be clear. Here's the front. It just felt a little bit more simple, classic. Oh, it looks like the tail is like pinned that way. Oh, so this one kind of has to be the left and the right. That's kind of nice. I won't mix them up then. Okay. So yeah, there's the front. Then we have our little skeletoniness right here. That's a thing. That's a word. And then our tail. And then here is, they don't show the bottoms in the photos, but it does have the little grippiness. But it is, you know, just your basic, like literally that's a piece of foam. But I'm excited. I felt like they're a skeleton cat. They can go with any outfit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, oh, speaking of, I was just buying random things, okay? I think these were not on clearance. I got me a number of pins. Oh, it's so cute. This is the one I was talking about, debating between a pin and a patch, because they have a patch version of this as well. They have so many versions of their skeleton cat. Oh my God, it's so cute. It's got the nice like indentation in the pin there. I love their backing too. It just gives the Beetlejuice vibes. Okay, what else? Ooh, I forgot about that. Here is, I think we have 3 pins total. And pins I kind of like, I want to put some on my backpack. Maybe we'll do that in a video. I had to have this one. Okay, totally forgot about this. So like the comment about Beetlejuice is really fitting. It says strange and unusual. I'll say that the font is like borderline unreadable, but I can still read it. And it does really suit like a Beetlejuice vibe. And I just like that it's like, it's one of my favorite phrases from the movie that I identify with as well. And yeah, I liked their font choice, and it felt pretty straightforward of like who you're getting here. And I thought, you know, maybe I would have these like on my backpack. I have that one Killstar backpack that's like a stripey business. So she's pretty classic. I can like add to it, you know? All right. I feel like I'm just digging in a box of goodies here. I do not remember what this one is. Oh yes. It is so this is the like Edgar Allan Poe Raven as like a skeleton. That's kind of how it was marketed. I love Edgar Allan Poe, and I love a skeleton, and I love a raven, and I love all of you Raven members. Thank you so much. And members in general. And I have to say their quality, like what are we doing here? The quality of their pins is nice. I like it. Yeah, I like the backing of it. So obviously we went with like all black pins here. Do not remember what this is. The Pretty Cult. Oh, I remember what this is. Okay, I'm gonna do this in a second. All right. What is this? We're getting a freebie. Well, it's a freebie. Okay, 1 second. We got a button pin. She is a little button pin. Grim Reaper. Says Vampire Freaks. Cute. And then I see this in here. We have a little like one of those elasticy bracelets kind of thing. Not a lot of stretch. Also says Vampire Freaks on both sides. Wasn't expecting freebies. What is this? I think this is a freebie. I didn't buy this. Friggin' cute. Okay. I'm bringing that into work. On the few days I'm in. It says Vampire Freak. She's like a syringe. Why is that so fascinating? I've seen some like that. That is strange. It's like protruding, but not. Houston, we have a problem. Oh, you pressed the thing. Oh, I was pressing the wrong thing. Okay. Anyway, she has proper liquid in there. But yeah, I've seen some like this with like more of a red kind of blood vibe at Spirit Halloween, like normally in the front, and been tempted. Okay. These are from Creepsville. I have not ordered from Creepsville. I'm tempted to now. And maybe you're like, because I feel like I have these bat hair. Yeah, I just cannot have enough bats. Okay. We might be going a little batty this year. Just saying. Wink, wink. I have a few like bat hair clips that I got from, I think, Killstar, but I picked these up. So pretty basic. They're bats. They are like the flat kind of like just, you know, press in sort of hair clip. What I liked about these is they have the like gloss kind of, if you will, over top, that kind of thick bubbly glossy situation. I like that it was pretty simple and classic, and it's matte. Because whenever I do the metal ones, I don't know about you, but especially for curly hair, like it always, you have that little notch, like my hair always gets caught in it. I'm not down for it, okay? So it won't do that on those. And then, does this look familiar at all? If you watch the Gothic beauty box, I got an item like this and I was like, OMG, I'm getting more. So they are arm sleeves. Let's try it out. So the one that I got was like green. I'd say the one that I got from, this also has a tear, which might be an issue. We'll figure what I paid for it and how much I care. But I'd say the one that I got from the Gothic beauty box is actually more snug and elastic. I'd say like I prefer that one a little bit more as far as the texture. This one's a little bit more loose, so I might want to know where that one's from. But I did want like a black and white one, so I have a little pair of that. Oh, okay. Yeah, we have this and then a large furniture piece. So I was already about to open it. This is from the Pretty Cult. I've not heard of the Pretty Cult before, but that's again why I like Vampire Freaks. And I'm not here like, nobody's paying me for this, okay? And isn't this a necklace? Oh God, it's so pretty. Okay, so this is a necklace. So I have been wanting more, and you may notice that I've been acquiring more chunky necklaces. I would like to explore places like Ask and Embla that do really good kind of classic Gothic chunky necklaces. This one's quite light. Very interesting. One thing that I don't love sometimes about chunkier necklaces or just necklaces in general is I feel like something pulling on me. But what we have here is a like arch kind of cathedral-y vibe necklace, but it's a double necklacey situation. Am I selling it? Okay, maybe we'll put a photo over here of what it looks like. There is like a little bit of separation, or there should be. And then, yeah, I just like the way that it fell. And then here is the clasp, and then it says the Pretty Cult on the back. So basically like this one comes in more of a V, where this like kind of comes out a little bit more. It just felt so classic and simple, and she was quite affordable. Yeah, that was cute. You can wear it with a lot of things, a little bit, a little bit chunkier. All right, last item is a deluxe coffin shelf. I'm wondering now, do I need to put this together? Now, I am quite tempted at some point to get like a full-size coffin shelf. They did have one that was like, I think 3 feet or 3.5 feet, but it just felt like a little bit too awkward of a size. Like we want to go, you go big or go home, okay? But this one will probably put like maybe on the buffet or something. I have ideas and play off of it, so it doesn't need to be as big because it's going to be on something. But it is my first coffin bookshelf. Let's see. Pretty well packaged. We got the styrofoam in here. Let's find out if all is well. We have us a coffin shelf. Pretty sturdy. Now keep in mind this is MDF. It is not solid wood, but she's nice and thick. I didn't know it had little clips at the top, so if you wanted to like hang it from a wall, you could. That's not an awful idea. But yeah, classic coffin shelf. It's got 3 separate shelves. So we will be having fun with this year. And that is the last Vampire Freaks item. I will see you on another day and find out what the heck we get up to. It is another day. Last you saw, we went to good old TJ's, aka Trader Joe's, and I tried recording in there. You know, we tried a few things. Let's highlight the moment that's the most awkward. When Aubrey put the camera in the freezer and dude walked by and was like, what is this chick doing? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I got some goods and we're gonna get some more goods because it is after work of the Muggle job. What's the other kind of work? And I'm treating myself. We are going, Matt is actually with me, and we'll see if he's on camera. And we're going to Hot Topic to see what they have. I'm gonna look for like oversized tees and stuff like that, see what they have, and yeah, let's go inside. And let me add that, it was awkward. I always make things awkward. Let me add that there might be some rules around recording, so you might not hear me speak, but you can hear me yap away when we come back. All right, we're at a Hot Topic. What do you think? I'm looking at the wrong side. The camera's here, isn't it? Okay. We're at a Hot Topic. What do you think I got? Some jewelry. So I saw these Stranger Things bracelets online, and they were out of stock last I saw. No, I mean, they're just the beaded kind, so I could make it myself, but I don't feel like it. So there's your answer. And then I got these very vampiric rings. I don't know the size. They're kind of like a one size situation. 7? Might need a little sizer situation. Okay, and then we got this set. I needed one more to get like 50% off, and this might relate. It might relate to the decided theme. This year for Halloween and Christmas. Was it both? Not the jewelry. I'll let you sort it out. And then I got these earrings. I do have crosses. I do have swords. I do not have swords that have things going on. So now I do. All right. I don't know if we're going to go get pizza. I don't know what we're doing next. That's what vlogs are for, right? Just figure it out. We'll figure it out together. We're back another day. Last we saw you, we didn't see you. That'd be creepy. Maybe not. Maybe one day we get to meet some of you. We were at Sizzle Pie, and I think pizza was good. The garlic knots were kind of okay. They're kind of okay. So what we're going to be wrapping on today is right down here. Here, you can see the menace right now. We have 3 boxes. I don't know where they are. I feel like all of these vlogs are becoming like random things in the mail. What are they? You gonna keep doing this? He ordered them. I was gonna say this reads Pop Mart, but it kind of doesn't. These aren't this Pop Marty boxes. All right, we're gonna find out. Is this where I'm opening it? Wait, where'd you? He's prepped it. These will be good boxes for orders. What have we got? Oh, it is Pop Mart. What is this? What is this? Matthew! Did you get 2 of them? Mm-hmm. Matthew! Hold on, let me open both. When did this happen? It came online? Mm-hmm. It is a Pop Marty business. These don't read like Pop Mart boxes. I thought that at first, but just when I was like, I think we had a brief conversation where I'm gonna be a little more intentional with the Labubus. Because it can get a little carried away. And just like everything else, like just the colors, the whatever, but if I had to have one Labubu, outside of the Big Into Energy Secret, because that one would be pretty cool. But I still think this one's better. So when did this come out? Like, not last year, maybe the year before, or was it last year? 2024. So this was out. This is obviously the Halloween Labubu. And this was out before I ever even knew about Pop Mart, really. And so it was never available. We're going to open it right now because we don't keep things in boxes. And I apparently now have 2 of them, which is what I wanted because let's get it out before I yap away here. She's so cute. Look at my little Labubu. So this is Taikoko, the skull of Taikoko, not the whole body, obviously. So it's a little Labubu in a pumpkin and a jack-o'-lantern. How cute. And I wanted 2 because I want to put one on my shelf. And, oh, actually, I just remembered. Did you know the Coca-Cola ones are being discontinued? It's a good thing we have a crap ton of those. But I wanted one on my shelf. I was thinking of duplicates. I wanted one on my shelf, but I wanted to, like, actually take one out. And I'm the person that, like, doesn't really want to get it damaged, but by having a second one, if it gets a little damaged or a little, like, damaged by the sun or whatever, I still have one on a shelf. So I'm excited. It's cute. Okay. Thank you. It actually popped online on Pop Mart, and then he missed it. And I was quite sad. What? I don't need to open it? Okay, we have another. Well, then I'm going to guess this one's Pop Mart. What is this size? Did you get the one you wanted? That rainbowy one? Yeah. What is this? I like that. I don't know of another one, Maddie, of this size. I do. I still can't tell. All right. Can you tell? I can't tell. The Naughty Cashier. I do not recall this one at all. Free one. Huh? What'd you say? The free one. Oh! Oh my gosh. Okay, so anyway, this was points, right? That you had? So, I mean, I was gonna say he, because he does all the ordering. I don't have I have the clicking skills for Spelunka, if you know, you know. Have a number of those items and you gotta be real fast, but I feel like you gotta be faster with Pop Mart. It's insane. But he had so many points that this Labubu is free. So this is the Naughty Cashier Vinyl Plush Labubu. So it's like the medium size. I don't know what they actually call it. I don't remember the inches of this size. And they do vary a little bit. Like one of them, actually she's more like wider than one. All right, here is the card, if you're curious. Probably the least interesting card I've seen out of all of the Labubu cards. She's fine. Can I just say this cashier is getting some sun? You know what I'm saying? That is a tan, rosy cashier. I don't remember the colors. I think one of the other ones we have is like a light brown. So I'll have to compare maybe in another vlog. We'll show you what they look like. But I'm going to imagine, am I right? Where is this pinned down? I'm going to imagine like, let me just see how it's connected. I'm not going to like rip it or anything. This one's a little bit more snug in there. We're just stripping the Labubu if you're curious what's happening here. So the other ones, it typically, I think there's only one where it was a tiny challenge and we just needed the little like sewing thready unhooky business to get it off. So it looks like this one's a little bit more snug if you did want to take this off and like do something different with your Labubu. And this one looks like it does sit. Not all of the medium ones sit to the arms. Well, the arms move, so it can hand over the money. Too bad there's not any dollar bills, yo. You know what I'm saying? So we will see where this one lands on the shelves, but that, my friends, is a wrap. I have to get you off of these books and record that video so you have a little sense of what's coming at you. But until next time, see ya in the next... how do I do that? I just messed up the ending.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Well, what are we saying? I don't know.